Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Nomadland. And this movie came out in 2020, and it won Best Picture at the Oscars, and it's directed by Chloe Zhao. And I've only seen one other movie from her, and that is Eternals, which I thought was really bad. And this movie was better than Eternals. And I have seen this movie before, but I just never reviewed it. I forget why, but anyways, this is my second time watching it, and I think I feel about the same as I did the first time I watched it. There were good things in it, like it's well shot, and I can't really think of any moment where it was poorly shot, at least not from memory. And I thought the acting was pretty good. I liked how this movie approached this topic, and it also does a good job at showing you what life would be like if you were a part of this group without trying to sound offensive or anything. I just don't know how to properly say this, but I do feel as though I got kind of a good sense of what it was going for. But unfortunately, where my issues come with this movie is that, yeah, it has some good things in it. However, what is really lacking for me is a compelling narrative, where I just didn't really feel much of anything while watching this movie. I found this movie to be mostly dull and forgettable and boring. And the only times where I was kind of able to pay attention to it was when I figured out, oh, I have something new to say in this scene. And because of this scene happening, I have something more to say, so I'll write that down in my notes. And that's most of my experience, just looking for things to take note of, and it made the experience slightly more bearable because of that, but unfortunately, I wouldn't say this is a great movie or even that good of a movie. If I were to pick which movie I would like to have seen win Best Picture at the Oscars, I would pick The Father, probably. That might have been my favorite movie that I saw that year. I haven't seen that many movies in the year 2020, mostly because that was a time when COVID happened and everything moved to streaming, and I just never found a lot of things that were like interesting to watch. And I have only seen like 20 at most at this point from 2020. And I do remember a lot of movies were supposed to come out to that year, but they ended up getting pushed back because of COVID. And some movies tried to fight it. And yeah, I just wish that I was able to see something like really great. And I'm kind of rambling on a bit, but this one, it wasn't a film that I regret watching. It was just kind of boring. I kind of like the music in the movie, but I don't like how often it's used in the film, like the same theme over and over and over again. It just became exhausting. I just wish that they were using something new, or just gave us something that was like, oh, a different kind of soundtrack choice or licensed music. That would have helped it, but that's not what this movie had. And I did feel as though while watching this movie, either a few things could have happened because nothing really happens in this movie, and the characters in this movie, you don't really learn much about them until like the last scene we get with some of these characters. And at that point, to me, I was like, okay, who cares? But I did find like a really good solution to all of this, and that is if you just made this movie into a documentary or a short film, because if it were a short film, you could justify Frances McDormand being in it and really give out something like, oh, this is something that people would want to see, and like it would help with the marketing and get more eyes on it, or just make a documentary and highlight all these things. And I think one of the reasons as to why they didn't do that is because had they gone in that direction, we probably wouldn't have gotten as much attention to it as we did because Frances McDormand is in it. Not saying this movie couldn't have Frances McDormand in it at all, as in like she would star in the movie and to kind of like talk around with these people or something. But I just feel as though because of the way this movie was made, I just feel as though that's the way that they were able to get loads of eyes on it. And while watching this movie, one kind of missed opportunity was that, okay, you're just showing us what life might be like if this were to happen to you. And the movie does a good job at showing that. However, while watching this movie, I couldn't escape the fact that I would much rather be watching just a YouTube video about people who are living in their cars or vans and like making that livable and just working through all the challenges that come with that. And to me, that's just much more interesting and something I would much rather be watching. Like if our main character was like constantly decorating and changing her van or something, like trying to adapt to this life, that would have been interesting. That could work, but instead the movie kind of touches on this a little bit, and there's some drama with her van at some point, but unfortunately you don't really get much of it, and it just doesn't really feel as though it's all that important. Like, it didn't really feel as though our main character had a goal or much of anything going for her. Like, I just find her to be kind of a boring character to watch, and I don't care about her at all. And that's about all I have to say about Nomadland. It wasn't great. I didn't really care for it all that much. I found it to be rather boring and kind of forgettable, and I think I had the exact same reaction to this movie as I did the first time, 5 years ago. So, would I recommend this movie? No, I don't think it's worth your time. It's just not something I would like to come back to or really think about again. And what I mean by that is just this particular movie, not to like this topic that it's talking about. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Nomadland a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Nomadland, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Blue Jay. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.